Guys, quick, subscribe to the channel in the next 10 seconds or nothing is actually going to happen. Honestly, like, only 20% of you guys who watch my content are subscribed, so if you really want to support me as a creator, just please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. That's actually all I ask for you to do. It's completely free. You can always unsubscribe in the future if you don't enjoy my content anymore. Just please give me a chance. Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Fxtch here, back with a brand new YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can turn into a creative warrior. So I'll be giving you some tips that will help you better your creative skills. You know, learn to become a creative god like FaZe Sway. You know, after this video, you may be as good as FaZe Sway, who knows? You know, I hear you guys, you said you want a short intro, so we are just gonna get straight into it. But before we do that, if you do go ahead to enjoy the video, the least you can do for me is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, post notifications turned on, therefore you never miss an upload, just like this. Okay, let me just get my breath. Also, don't forget to use code FETCH in the item shop. The item shop's actually changed. It looks very confusing. I don't like this, to be honest. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the new item shop? I think it looks terrible. But yeah, if you want to support me financially, the best thing you can do is just simply use my code. I want to give a huge thank you to Intensity, Simplex, Vibes, Anthony, Badam, MBJR, Nopi, Rodudi, Shaw, Kflex, Mate, and Carvia for using my code. They send proof in my Discord. You can get a shout out just like that. All you have to do, yeah, just send proof in my Discord. You don't even have to buy anything, just put the code in the item shop. Oh, and also for you guys that are loyal to my channel, I never really mention it, but I do actually have a Twitter account, believe it or not. I know I have 12.9k followers, but trust me, no one knows about it. I get no likes. So if you really do want to support me, do watch my content. I post so much stuff over on Twitter. I will link it at the top of the description. Make sure to follow that real quick. So hopping straight into this, tip number 1, this is going to sound a little stupid, only because, you know, you'd think this would be mandatory to even better yourself as a player, and that it should almost come without saying, but it would have to be practice, and I mean a lot of practice. Now don't worry, I know it's kind of self-explanatory, but so many of you want to become a god tier creative warrior like FaZe Sway, for example, yet are just not putting in the time and effort to do so. And if you feel that you are, yet seem to see no improvement, it's just that you're spending this time ineffectively and on the wrong things. Practice in Fortnite on whatever it may be, strictly editing, aim training, anything like that. You need to be using the best methods or ways to get the most effective and meaningful practice out of the time you are putting into the game. Now with being a creative warrior in particular, it's more about revising solely mechanics over anything, and that would be the two core ones, which are editing and building. If you can maybe find the best edit courses, which of course take a huge play in doing all these fancy high ground retakes and playing edits off them, you'll 100% see huge improvement, especially if you have yourself like a little schedule to stick to as well. You know, that would really help ensure consistency with whatever you are learning. And I know I've said it in multiple videos, but the most important thing to get better at the game, or in this case becoming better at creative, it would be, yeah, to have a schedule, to dedicate X amount of time into your weaknesses in what area you wish to improve on. So putting this into an example here, maybe more specifically high ground retakes, you might be great at the whole performing large building sequences, you know, placing ramps everywhere, cones in the right place, and so on. You know, maybe it's your editing skills, they might suck, and you maybe find yourself failing a lot of important edits, really affecting the techniques you are attempting to perform. And what this should tell you is, over anything, you need to work on your editing consistency and muscle memory with that. And what's a better way to do so than simply warming up each and every day on your traditional creative edit course mat. Also guys, I don't know if you can hear, I'm losing my voice. I've been doing daily uploads, my voice is taking a toll on me. Okay guys, cut me some slack here. And back to the whole edit course thing, and you know, practicing areas where you need to improve on, like what actually is affecting you doing these high ground retakes, becoming a creative warrior. In fact, I actually made a few videos on my channel about the best creative maps you can warm up on, as well as a video quite recently on how to improve mechanics within Fortnite on the whole. Honestly, they are some of the most in-depth and really well put together videos on my channel, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I wouldn't recommend these to you guys if they were in no way beneficial or even related to this video, so I do highly suggest you give them a quick watch after this. I will link them down below within the description. And now swiftly moving on to the next thing I'd recommend you all to do if you are really looking to become the best of the best, it would be to simply watch the best of the best. What I mean by that is tune into some live streams maybe, see these pro players, insane mechanics, creative gods perform live in the flesh, and there you can get the best knowledge to maybe what you are missing as a player, what they are doing and you are not, and you can generally learn new things as well. Two people I could highly recommend would be both FaZe Sway and Outcast Physics. They do stream a fair bit. I think Sway streams almost weekly over over on YouTube, and Fxtch about 2 to 3 times a week on his Twitch channel. If you're watching each and every stream, you'll soon catch on to things such as their playstyle, tips and tricks they might not necessarily show in their YouTube content, and most importantly, you get to see their mistakes, human error. You know, we do all make them, and in these YouTube videos you see a lot of it actually is cut out within editing, so we just see the highlights and best parts that are like editing, their free building, the best clips they get, the positives rather than the downsides or errors. What you guys need to always remember is you could be the best player or creative demon in the world, but you'll always still have bad days and mess up sometimes. It's all completely normal, and you shouldn't beat yourself up for that. I know we watch people like Sway, and he just seems to be flawlessly insane at the game, but on his streams, not to say he still isn't like a very consistent and amazing player. I mean, of course he is, and that's where all the hard work and practice would have came in, but you do get to see he does mess up sometimes, and you can't always perform a flawless free build as it's just downright unrealistic. Just be easy and don't beat up yourself over the small mistakes. We should normalize this stuff and learn from it if there is room, or even just simply accept that it's maybe something that can't be minimalized completely as well. And now the third and final tip I'm going to give you guys, I probably should have mentioned this earlier on in the video, but it would be to ensure you have the most optimal and overall best keybinds you could possibly be using. Now I completely understand it is 100% personal and subjective to what fits you and what you feel comfortable using, but at the end of the day there are also some keybinds that are just not good whatsoever. For example, let's say you edit with a bind such as J on your keyboard, and then maybe your building pieces are all set to F1 keys or something like that. I'm sure none of you do that, but they are just hands down terrible binds. I don't care if you think they are good, you are gonna have granny fingers by the time you are 20. With keybinds, it's all about understanding what you wish to focus and prioritize, and also ensuring all your important keybinds are very much central to your keyboard and easily accessible. This is another thing, believe it or not, I've actually made a video covering and talking a little more further in depth on. I showcase exactly what I believe are some of the best optimal keybinds anyone can try out for themselves, and I also really define what it means to have something being the most optimal and why it is so important within Fortnite. I'll link that video also within the description so you can check that out real quick. But with that all being said, I think that about covers everything I wanted to speak about today. For the most part, it's all about putting in the time and dedication and ensuring you are doing that correctly, learning from others better than you, and finally making sure your keybinds are not holding back your progression in any way. Hopefully this video could help. You know, if it did, make sure you guys drop a like. Surely if you got to this point, I did my job right. You enjoyed the video, I hope anyway. Hopefully I didn't waste your time. If you did, all I ask, drop a like. It takes 2 seconds. You can also go the extra mile, subscribe to the channel, post notifications turned on, therefore you never miss an upload just like this. I have a pretty juicy video dropping tomorrow, so you will not want to miss that. But yeah, don't forget, you know, code Fxtch in the item shop. I hope everyone has an amazing day. It's been your boy Fxtch, and yeah, peace. Guys, do not stop signing up to Rematch. Literally yesterday, we just wrapped up an $150 solo tournament. I had so much fun live streaming it, and I thank everyone who competed. These right here were the final standings. Congratulations to Jenga, MVMNT, and QLXT, who actually all made money from this tournament. They made a total of $150 between top 3. We will be hosting more tournaments. I'll announce them all in my Discord, so make sure to join that. ASAP Scrim's Discord server. And also down below, I'll link Rematch, where you guys can actually go and sign up. You will need to do that to compete in these tournaments when they are announced. It's super simple. When you're over on this page, you want to go to sign up, and it's literally as simple as just putting an email, a first name, last name, date of birth, and password, and then you literally have an account created. Just make sure to link your Epic Gains when you do create your account, and then you're all set.